Okay, we're all set on that. And boom. Ah! Hey. Welcome to another episode of Drawing Yap. With me, I have a wonderful, lovely guest here. Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us your name, what kind of content you make, and when you started streaming?
Oh, 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 right now. Hi everyone. Hello there. I'm your favorite Greek sheep, Endy. Not in 3D today, in 2D. So it's a little different than normal. Um, but hi. I enjoy challenge games, party games, chill games, and achievement hunting. If there's an achievement to be had, I'm probably crashing out to get it. I so officially, quote unquote, I started streaming back in 2023. However, I only did a few streams before I got really sick during the ending part of that year into 2024. So I consider my like first or like start streaming for reals, like for real on God, um, in February of this year.
Hmm.
That was all the questions, right? Did I miss one?
Nope,
Did you tell me?
that's... you nailed it.
Did you tell me if I missed one?
Of
Okay, thank
course.
you.
How familiar are you with VTubing in the wider community? Are you like, is this just more of a avatar just to have as an anonymity thing, or are you a diehard fan for a bunch of VTubers out there?
Um, so I think I'm a fan of VTubers because some of my best friends are VTubers. Like, uh, I kn- I knew them before they became VTubers, and then they became VTubers, and so I started watching them because I like to be supportive of my friends and be like, look at them go.
Hmm.
Why look at that. I'm so proud of you. Mwah. Um, and I've always liked, and I think it kind of plays into why I like voice acting so much. I get very nervous in front of others, like face to face.
Hmm.
I'm a very anxious person. So VTubing helps me alleviate that a lot, because I'm more confident in speaking up. But in terms of like liking, I guess when you say like liking corporate VTubers or anything, like big things like that, is that what you meant?
Just in
Mm-hmm.
general. No, it's...
Oh, hmm. I don't know. Yeah, I think just besides watching my friends, I didn't really get into it. I'm watching more now because I've gotten the opportunity now to meet so many people, and like people will recommend that I watch like their friends and stuff, and I want to do that for them.
Hmm.
So I do now, like in this year I've watched more, but prior to this year I didn't really know much, like in terms of like obviously I'd see like little clips and stuff that pop up every once in a while, um but I didn't really know much about it,
Hmm.
and I'm still learning. Like, it's so funny hanging out with so I hang out with two VTubers IRL, um and they'll be talking about like stuff that's going on, and I'm like, I have no idea who that is, but go off, queens. Let me hear you yap. I love it. I love listening to people talk, so I'm like, yes, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but please keep telling me things with your beautiful voices, you sexy goddesses. Oh, ah.
Yeah, and I'm sure there has been much to talk about recently.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. But so with that, how would you say you came up with your VTuber design? I know that you've
Oh,
been kind of in the online content game for quite a bit, and this design is not, I guess, a new one, so to speak. But how did you come up with it in the first place?
sure. First, also, hi Blake. Thank you for stopping by, BB Plays with a friend of mine.
Mm.
He's actually the one that encouraged me to get back into VTubing. Him and a few others, but him especially was like, "You should do it." I'm like, "Okay." um, so I'm a big fucking nerd,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. I love mythology, like a lot. So obviously, as you mentioned, this is not like a, I guess, quote unquote VTuber original. It was my persona back, doing like adult voice content, and it still is. So the name of that is Endymion, which is the counterpart to Selene in Greek mythology. And just for those at home who may not know what that myth is, I'll just do a quick speed run for you.
Mm-hmm.
Once upon a time, Selene, the Titaness of the Moon, saw a guy who was sleeping and he was a shepherd. Some myths put him as a king, other people put him as a shepherd. Who cares? At this point, she saw him and he was handsome. She's like, wow, I want to get on that. So she goes to Zeus and she's like, hey, I saw a really pretty guy who's sleeping and I would like him forever, please. And Zeus, being the utmost champion of consent, went, yeah, that seems like a very normal request to fulfill. Um, and so he did, and Endymion is asleep forever. And Selene gets to look at him, and in some myths, they have kids. But yeah, so that's the myth I based my character on, and it's why she's a sheep. And it's why she. I'm so tired. um, but on my 3D model, it shows it a little better because I have my horn carvings and a little more.
Mm-hmm.
The 2D model, to save my poor friend who was making this, I was like, hey, you don't gotta do that, queen. You don't gotta do that on the horns. And she's like, thank you. But yeah, so besides that was from there. So I went with a cozier design because I wanted to invoke that kind of like sleepiness to it.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's kind of how it came out. The blue sweater dress though was actually a coloring error from from the first artist who ever drew Endy.
Mm-hmm.
I had sent a reference and I was actually gonna put her in like this gold and purple thing, but because the reference picture I showed was blue, they went with blue because they didn't understand.
Okay.
So that's why we're blue, and I loved it more. And I'm like, thank you, because I'm not really artistic in that way. So I'm like, that may have been for the best, honestly. Break up the color palette.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when you, I know you've been, thank you, Yellow Jacket, for the follow. I know you've been sort of experiencing more and more VTuber stuff recently. Has there been sort of anything like design-wise that's kind of caught your eye as you've been kind of experiencing more and more of them?
Like commonalities of designs,
or just like anything. Like it could be like unique things. It could be just like anything that's kind of like makes you like stop like scrolling and kind of like pay attention to them a bit more.
So I don't think there's any one thing in particular. I love seeing everyone's designs, especially like, especially reference sheets that people post or like fun art that they got. I love seeing people's designs just in general because I'm like, everyone has such like different things that they wanted their persona to represent. So I think I like that most. I love all the creativity that comes out when people are designing like what they want to be in this big ol' sphere. And I think that that's nice. I love how people will sometimes add IRL elements of themselves to their models, and some don't do it at all, and that's okay too. And I find that that really inspires me, and it makes me happy because of what I did with Endy. Oh yeah, Kara, I do. I just normally use my 3D.
So say you just woke up back to the day you decided to become a VTuber, and everything after that had all but just been a dream. Would you want to do anything differently?
I guess I wouldn't know, because considering why I stopped, I don't think it was avoidable. I don't think I could have not gotten sick. So I think that I'm happy with the experience that, time away let me, and I'm glad that I can do it now. And I don't like looking back to the past. Like, memories and stuff are good, but now is now, and I have found a lot of really kind people right now. So it makes me glad that it is now instead of in the past.
Nice. Um, what's your favorite thing about streaming?
Oh, oh, that's easy. I like talking with Chad and everyone that I've met. Um, I think it's so much fun seeing people's reactions to different things. As I said, I like to yap, don't get me wrong, but I also love listening to people talk and like read their things.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. In the past, my friend, I would be over at her house and we would play Skyrim, and I would love watching her play Skyrim. She's like, "Are you sure you don't want to turn?" I'm like, I like watching you and you telling me things and having that. So that just kind of translated to what I enjoy most about streaming now,
Hmm.
where I love interacting with people because again, I'm normally so shy. So it was nice. It's nice to be able to do that.
Yeah. Is there anything that you wish you could do more of?
I wish I had the energy to do longer streams.
Mm.
I typically cannot. One, because I work a full time job and other things
Yeah.
besides VTubing. And two, because physically the demand I can't handle it. Um so if there was one, I would love to be able to stream longer and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I will be able to.
What would you say your least favorite part about streaming is, if there is one?
Oh, I actually do have a big one, and it's gonna sound super dumb. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, let me paint you a tale. You use OBS.
Yeah.
Do you? Okay. So my OBS has decided, and I have had several friends try to fix this problem. We have not been able to find out what's causing it. We don't know why it's happening. And at this point, I've just resigned myself to having to do this every time I stream. So, I use an Ethernet cord in my computer, as you normally do when streaming. OBS will not load up or start my stream if I am connected to my Ethernet cord. It used to. It used to do it fine. And then it decided, no, I don't think I will anymore. And I was like, what?
Yeah, what?
So I was really freaking out. I had, and I discovered it because me and my friends were going to do a Dokapon Kingdom collab, and I was like, guys, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's happening. And they're like, it's okay, and we'll figure it out. So we had to postpone that. And the way that I fixed it, quote unquote, if you can call it fixing, is I have to unplug my Ethernet cord, start my stream in Wi-Fi, then quickly re-plug in my Ethernet cord.
Huh.
And that is the worst part of streaming. Having to do that every single time because it means I can't join lobbies early because my internet will blip really, really quickly.
Right.
It's so funny to me, and I don't know how to fix it. I cannot find anything online that this problem has happened. I have updated OBS. I have restarted OBS. I have reinstalled OBS. It does not work. But yeah, that's the worst part about streaming. It's not actually about streaming. It's my fucking computer doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's bizarre. And then I guess besides that, is there anything that you wish you didn't have to do? Like any aspect of streaming that you kind of wish you were just like... You could, like, if you could get a guy to do that for you, you would.
Editing. Like, I'm fine at editing, but because I can't donate a bunch of time to it, it takes so long to edit anything.
Yeah.
So I just don't, because I'm like, I can either edit this short or edit down this stream to like post it, or I will be able to cook dinner and hang out with my wife.
Yeah.
And I like that. While the first option would be amazing, I do definitely prefer the second one, and I will always choose her over anything else.
Smart.
Love Dokkan. Yeah. Kara was there for that Dokkan thing I mentioned. He curse of rod me. That was really rude. Remove the curse, please.
Damn. Um, do you think having a major social media presence is kind of necessary to growth on when you're streaming, or do you think you're able to just like? Oh, thank you for the follow. Do you think you're able to just continue with just like keep trucking along and then be able to grow that way?
I think social media can be very, like, blessing or curse, feast or famine type thing. I do not believe you need a large following on a social media to be a successful VTuber. There are plenty of times where, someone doesn't have a lot of followers on something, even though they're incredibly talented at something. But I would be remiss to say that it didn't sometimes play a part. With, sometimes, I guess, interactions with others, comfortability, comfortability,
Comfortability.
Yeah. Sorry. Can come from that, and like, while I have the privilege of having a fairly decent-sized audience on Endy. On my main account, I have over 100,000, and I've had friends who don't have that much go, "Oh, I was so nervous talking to you because you have such a large following." And I'm like, that has never meant a lot to me, but I know that algorithms love that shit. You know, the algorithm again will just pick up random things and put it down. I think always doing your best, trucking along, posting the content that you want to post, and posting and streaming and doing stuff is always going to be your best bet. Because if you do that and you're consistent, people will want to watch you. People will want to do it. And maybe, hopefully, one day, the Lord algorithm will bless you, and if not, just keep pushing. Because I hope, it's my greatest hope for everyone, that they don't give up. That they know that they are more than just a number on a screen.
That was a very nice answer. I like that. What would you say is a game at like a kind of at the top of your streaming bucket list? Anything that's like particularly like you want to get your hands on that, or even like a kind of game that you'd want to be able to play on stream?
See, that's hard because I just stream the games that I do enjoy. Like, I guess meta be damned. I will play Freddy Fish if I want to. But I also know that is I guess, semi-privilege because I don't rely on streaming revenue as my main source of revenue. And I also know plenty of friends that do have it as their main source of revenue that have to keep into the meta of games. So, while I can say personally, I can play whatever game I want, as long as it doesn't, get me banned on Twitch. I know, looking at friends who do this for like their careers, that I'm sure it can be tough for them, that there's games that they want to play and might not. But so thinking on that, I would love to be able to play a Tales of game in its entirety, and people watch it. If you're Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia, like those games, I love the Tales of series. So if I could, I would want people to sit down with me and watch me play this RPG poorly.
Yeah. Are there any games that are kind of blacklisted from your channel? Anything that you wouldn't want to play either because you don't like the game or because you think it wouldn't be enjoyable to like stream? Anything like that?
Nothing in particular besides just personal preference. I don't mind first-person shooters, but they tend not to be my go-to. Not because of a blacklist thing on that, but because I used to be very, very into League of Legends and Overwatch. Well, I
Yeah.
know League of Legends is a MOBA and not um, first person, but Overwatch is kind of like a first person shooter. Um, and it just hurts my hand so badly nowadays that I can't do it anymore. So I guess if I had to say like a thing, it would be a lot of first person shooters tend to not be on my list of playability, but not because I hate them, but because I physically can't do it for very long.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an Oshi or multiple Oshis?
Oh yes, I do. I do actually have a Kamiyoshi. Um, it is a can of peas. That's that that's the dude. He is a can of peas, and his setup is he is in a kitchen cupboard. Can of peas. He's also an incredibly talented artist and animator. Can of peas.
Can of peas. And then
Good old can of peas. Yep.
And then do you have any others, or is he just your?
Is my number one. Because I feel like if I say like, all my friends are my Oshis, it sounds silly. But I also obviously enjoy watching them and being a little silly. I like being a little gremlin and going, hey. I'll text something like stupid in there. They're like, shut up, Endy. And I'm like, I got him. But yeah, besides just, watching my friends and stuff, my Kamiyoshi is good old can of peas.
Would you say you have anybody that you'd like a dream collab, like a person you'd really want to have on your stream one time?
I don't think I do actually. Like, yeah, I don't think I have like somebody who I have like an ideal to collab with, I guess. Um, but obviously I'd be open to collab with most people. Like, if we vibe together, we vibe together, and if not, that's okay too. But I don't know if I have like somebody who I'd be like, this is my dream collab. This is it. This would make my career or make my day if I collab with this person. Yeah, I don't think I have one of those. Do you? You?
Yeah, I definitely have maybe
Is it
one.
me? I'm kidding.
How do I tell her, chat?
Ah!
No, but
obviously it's me, guys. Oh my god. No, I'm fucking with you.
But I mean, this is this was a big honor that you decided to come on the show, though.
Thank you. Sorry, I had to tease you a little bit.
What's a collab without some teasing?
Exactly.
Speaking of that, is there any sort of like
You didn't answer. You didn't tell me.
it's probably Raura from Hololive.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, she also does art and stuff like that, and I'd want to have her on the show.
I hope one day you do.
I do appreciate that. I'm not holding out a hope on that, but
Hey,
yeah.
you got this, King. You can do it.
But speaking of collabs, though, is there any is there like a dream collab that you'd want to watch as a viewer, like any two or more VTubers you'd want to see get together and do a collab?
God, I'm so sorry. Not really. Because I guess my dream one would be all of my friends collabing together. Like, and we all do something. But, like, I feel like besides that, I don't really have something. You know?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, don't worry about it. So for someone out there who might feel a bit discouraged, maybe only getting 2 to 3 viewers in stream at a time, really struggling to hit even just affiliate, what do you think they could do to either grow past that or even just be content with it?
Hmm. I think this applies to kind of all social media too. You shouldn't go into something expecting numbers.
Mm-hmm.
If that is what your main goal is, you're gonna you're probably going to have a tough time because it does take a level of maturity to start out something, and we're not all going to be good at the thing we're going to start out at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it just is what it is. You got to learn, you got to grow, you got to post, you got to do this and that, whatever. And so I would say if you want to grow and like be content, or even, yeah, even just being content with where the chips fall on viewership or things like that, it's being aware that it's not a reflection of you. You're not doing anything wrong if to get like that. Again, we all have to start out somewhere. Just keep at it, because again, if the worst like thing would be you quitting because you feel so discouraged. But I hope no one ever feels discouraged, and like that they can keep trying it out, and like you'll find your niche, you'll find your place. Just give it time.
Hmm. Um. What are some like good habits or like good like tricks to kind of get into in order to keep yourself on like the up and up? I know consistency you said was very important. Are there any sort of like is there any sort of method to like keep at it?
Um, so if you're going to, I find that scheduling tweets helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if if consistency or like that type of thing is your goal, scheduling tweets is going to save your life. When I started scheduling tweets, I'm like, damn, this is so much better, because sometimes you can like, and I've had friends do this. Again, I haven't had time quite in the past few weeks to edit a whole bunch, but I'll have friends who like edit down a stream and like make clips and stuff, and then set it to like basically auto upload
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while, and I'm like, damn, that's how they're doing it. So that can relieve a lot of pressure. Um, that way you're not thinking like of the day. Have some things beforehand, kind of like meal prepping. You
Mm.
know, you're meal prepping your content.
So I know you this might have gone over your head when your friends might have explained it to you, but beyond the more like kind of obvious issues like dramatic behind the scenes behavior or even like sort of industry issues, what do you think the VTuber community kind of needs improvement on?
Hmm. I think that people need to realize for sometimes people do this as a job,
Mm-hmm.
and so they have to be professional. Sometimes, like when you're a hobby at something, your life isn't connected to the thing, so you can enjoy it, like not more, but just in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just being aware of people's times, people's schedules, like you, it's okay to like have that disconnect there, but just being aware that people do this as a job and have to work within contracts, work within this and that. Sometimes your person or the person you're wanting to say something or do something, they might not be able to.
Mm.
In respecting that, in respecting privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jay, hi. Having
Uh,
a
um. What's so your experience with like conventions? I know Anime NYC is coming up in the next couple of weeks. Any sort of big convention junkie?
Hi, what? So not in the past few years, but I have been going to anime conventions since I was 12 years old. And for context, I'm a hag. So that's a really long time, everyone. I am just one foot in the grave over here. My back being aching. But um so yeah, I love conventions. I was actually really big in the cosplay scene because I did a lot of sewing. Um and I'm proud that some of my costume work has won some stuff before, but I haven't been to a con since like 22, 23, just because life and things like that. But I do want to. I think next year I'm hoping if time and money allows, I'd love to go to Akai.
Mm. Yeah.
Then I can buy all my friends' merch and be like, guys, look, I'm gonna put it in the jar, and then I'll send them the photo, and they'll be like, what the hell? And I'll be like, I said I'm gonna do it, and they're like, I didn't think you were gonna actually do it. I'm like, really? I told you I was gonna put you in a pickle jar. Like, I don't know why you didn't think I was. Hi, demon. A demon is smelly. Just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah, just so you know, Xander. You can call him smelly. It's fine.
So, with kind of
He
with
was respectful to you.
with events like meet and greets becoming more impossible for VTubers to do, either like in person or with the TV with the VTube studio on it. If you were given a platform to do one, how would you want to interact with your followers?
I think if I ever had the opportunity to do it, I guess depends, like location-wise. The odds are I probably have to do it on the little TV thing, just knowing like there's sometimes like the cons are across the country and other countries, and I'm like, I don't think I can do that. But I would love to be able to do something like that, and I'd hope one day people would be excited to say hi and like do meet and greets like that. Do you want to do meet and greets?
Maybe I'd probably be more of a panel guy myself, but
Panel host.
yeah, just doing this live, I think that'd be very fun.
Oh yeah. That'd be nice.
This is kind of a pretty basic interviewer question, but where would you like to be in like a year or even like 5 years time?
Oh god. I hope in a year I'm still consistently streaming. That's actually more my goal. I don't want to have to give it up again due to health. So that's always going to be my goal, is I want to be able to keep doing this. Even if, like, if I get big or if I don't get big, like, I just want to hopefully have, like, the ability to keep streaming and being able to entertain people. That's my goal for 1 year versus 5 years. I don't have a lot of like, I feel like I don't have a lot of big dreams, but one of it is being able to just do the things that I enjoy. And I like chatting, so.
Do you have any kind of outlandish or even like selfish goals for your streaming career? Anything that's kind of just like you really, really want this one thing?
I want if maybe I don't know if it's selfish, but maybe it is like a 5-year goal. But it's not, it's more like a dream goal, I guess. I would absolutely love to be able to do something like in collaboration in whatever it may be with the Tales of series. If I could do something with them, like, that would be amazing to me. That is, like, again, it's not really a selfish goal, it's just like a dream goal that I've always wanted. I've always wanted to be able to, like, because I love it so much. I own, excuse my nerdisms, but I own every single Tales of game, English and Japanese. merch and everything. I love this series. Um, so if I could ever do something with those developers, whether it be like just sponsorship or like something more, that would bring me so much joy. It would make middle school me playing Tales of Symphonia on their GameCube so excited.
Mm.
Then I can show my parents and be like, "Look, guys, I told you, being an anime PNG would work out." And they'll be like, "What are you talking about?" I'll be like, "Ah, rats."
Here we kind of have like the, I guess like, oh wait, first, do you kind of have like, do you have any sort of hot VTuber takes?
Ooh. I don't think this is a hot VTuber take. I think this is a very common sentiment. Not all fish VTubers are trying to imitate Gaogura, Shy Lily, or Bao.
Mm.
That is not a spicy take. That is just, I feel like that is just a sentiment that I've seen a lot as well. Just because you are a fish themed VTuber does not mean you want or are copying one of the bigger fish VTubers that came before you. You can just be a fish. And that's okay. That's okay. Be a fish. Be the fish you want to be. That's my hot VTuber take.
Mm. Yeah, it's a good one. So now we're on to the thing I was having trouble explaining earlier. This is kind of a VTuber content lightning round.
Okay.
Where I'll give you a kind of popular kind of VTuber content, and I just want like your real quick sort of gut feeling about them. Either
the male peg stuff?
Hmm?
Oh. Okay, yeah, you continue.
Right. But yeah, just like kind of your like either when it comes to like making that content or when it comes to just like other people making that content.
Okay.
All right. So first things first, reaction videos, like videos of people just going over like YouTube videos and like giving their reactions to them.
I'm kind of neutral on it. It's cool if they add commentary and like, add perspective. But if you're just sitting there like not saying anything while it plays, it's kind of pointless. I'm just watching you watch a video.
Yeah. Song covers.
Oh, I love song covers. People are that is another thing I love about VTubers. V singers and stuff are incredible. Like, I'm so glad that people were able to find a platform that allows them, if they were too shy to sing publicly and stuff, that they were able to do it now. Hearing like people sing is so nice.
And then I guess this extends onto this original music.
Same as the first. Love it.
The various kind of like athons, like your subathons, your follow-thons, donathons, that kind of thing.
I think it can be very good for people. Some of my friends have pushed themselves, do like crazy amounts of subathons and stuff, like, or like they'll have that timer, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you still in this subathon? And they'll be like, yes. I think the endurance some people have to be able to keep doing that, and like, it's both insanity and amazing.
Now kind of on the sort of gaming section of it, you kind of mentioned this earlier, but competitive games, like stuff that has like ranked in it, or stuff that has like it's a bit more on the like stuff that like esports would be based off of, you know?
I don't mind it at all. I think that people need to calm down sometimes when playing it. I understand it can be very stress-inducing when you were so close, but then your teammate fucks up on something and you go, damn it. But don't take games too seriously, especially when it's not your profession. Like, you, Bob, and I don't know a Bob, so if your name happens to be Bob, this isn't against you. But Bob playing Valo for, like, casually and getting super heated because his teammates were kind of ass. I'm sorry, Bob. It's okay. It's okay to lose. It's okay to be frustrated, but channel that in a healthier way. Or get
Uh,
good.
Very true. Speedrunning content.
Oh, I love speedrunning content. I used to like love trying to do speedrunning and stuff, and I still love it. I just can't do it as much anymore due to my hands.
Challenge runs like Nuzlocke and like clearing a game with only like one specific kind of weapon, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I still love that too. Yep, I beat This is not really a challenge run because it's part you can do it part of the game, but I played Death's Door semi recently, and it was the umbrella run where you can only use the umbrella to beat the entire game, and that was so much fun. I love challenge runs. I love what torment people will go through to beat their game in silly manners.
And then the sort of the perhaps unfairly coined term friend slop.
Again, the implication of French slop means the inverse is true, and the inverse, my friend, is faux farming. You can have that. Me and my friends made it up, but you can have faux farming in your category in your language model now.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. But I don't care if I like a game. I'll like a game. I don't care if it was made strictly so people will play it on like streams or whatever. I love my friend slop. I like Peak, okay? I like Repo. I like Among Us. I like those games. I don't care what other people say. It may be the sloppiest friend slop in the whole universe, but I'm going to love every moment of it because it lets me play a funny game with my friends. Also, hello, Botanical Baby.
So I have a couple of like sort of voice acting questions I was thinking about. I could bounce off you if you want to.
Sure, definitely.
So
I don't know how good I'll be, but I'll do my best.
yeah. So have you like auditioned for any like I? This is kind of not a great term to use for it, but like any sort of like big boy proper kind of parts before.
Oh yes. I guess in terms of like, you know, voiceover stuff, I have had the privilege to work for both some really big games on my safe for work side and not safe for work side, as well as professionally commercial. I've worked with brands like different brands, different some adult stores as well, which was a lot of fun. Beverage brands, different companies will go out seeking a certain voice. You go, and I've been lucky enough to be a reoccurring voice in some very, how to say, very well played commercials. I will not be telling you which one.
You don't have to.
Obviously.
This one doesn't really work because of at what point in the interview we're at, but that's fine. What are sort of your preferred or favorite vocal warm ups, if you have any?
I do like this kind of gurgly noise. I don't know if I can do it like while I'm thinking about it though. I just start making a bunch of sounds and drink water until I feel like I'm ready. However, I do have to do certain, I guess, like trigger phrases to get me into certain voices, and apparently this isn't like uncommon because I've talked to some of my VA friends and they're like, yeah, we do this too. I'm like, okay, it's to psych me up to go to a different voice styling, I guess. I don't know how to describe it other than that.
And those are kind of all the written out questions that I have. And so I usually like to pass on the interviewer to my guest and let them ask me some questions if they'd like.
Okay. So, what got you into VTubing?
I think it was a thing of I wanted to do streaming. I didn't like. I didn't want to use like face cam or anything like that. It didn't seem right. And then I also it just felt like a bit off not having anything. And then I think when I saw it was when I saw Korone of Hololive kind of like being like a thing, and I was like, oh, this isn't just something that like big companies can do. I know it was Hololive doing it, but you know, still. I think at the time I believed that Kizuna Ai was a like an actual AI and not just like a person who was doing that. Because like I don't know.
I don't know. Her name's literally AI. What can you do?
Yeah, why would they lie to me about that?
Why would anyone lie to you on the internet, Xander?
Exactly.
Why would anyone do that? So true, King. So true.
SMH my head.
God damn it! How dare you?
You don't like that, huh?
Hold on, let me see if I can do something. Can I move myself and it moves me on your screen?
No, I've got you placed.
Ah, rats. I was gonna walk off. Okay. Can you move me a little to make me look bad?
Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye. Thank you. Okay. You put me back now. That's great. I'm glad you did it. What did you base your model on? Again, you have the Burple, and Burple's the best color. Obviously.
It is, yeah. So the design itself is kind of how I like normally draw myself. With like the hair and the green eyes and everything like that. And then the outfit was kind of just like a combination of like things that I was I don't want to say like saying into at the time doesn't sound right, but like
it's okay. Fashion styles evolve. If this is what you're into, that's okay.
It's kind of I was playing a lot of Disgaea, and like there's a character who's like doesn't dressed exactly like this, but it's pretty similar.
I like Disgaea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The character I pulled inspiration from is from Disgaea 5.
Oh, I haven't played Disgaea 5. I thought you were talking about the first Disgaea. I was like, woo!
No,
But I might be too. Is this where I find out that I'm way older than you?
I mean...
Aw, rat.
Look, I didn't want to say it, but...
Nah, rats, I'm back in Hagmaxing. No! Okay.
I mean, if anything, I would be the one who's Hagmaxing because I have you on the show.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god.
Yep.
Incredible. Incredible.
That's what it's all about.
That's what all about.
But yeah, and then purple obviously is the best color, so like that's kind of where that came from.
Oh yeah. He has a question, and I was also gonna ask, are your horns lava lamps?
So the inside is based on the Kirby Crackle from Marvel Comics. That kind of like swirly kind of I don't appreciate that spring, but
what's it like being a baby?
That'll
be the second after this one. That'll be my question.
So they're
bound to answer as well.
It's like the kind of circly kind of cosmic energy kind of look. I don't know what made me decide to go with like kind of glass horns, but I liked it, and then
I like it.
They are very lava lamp-esque. Yes, I will admit that.
I like them. I think it adds a really nice visual point on your model. It matches well. Like the green of the horns matches well with your eyes. I can't believe. Is that Riz? Did I Riz you up?
It doesn't take much. I'll say that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I do have negative Riz though, because I'll just call you Kitten.
Look, you joke, but that's.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Anyway.
Are you a baby?
I don't think I am.
Little baby?
I think it's just I'm surrounded by hags here.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
play Goo Goo Baby with your life on the line?
I
On a scale of 1 to 10, is Super Creek your favorite Uma Musume?
I don't know those. None of those words are in the Bible, Andy. I don't.
The greed they talk about in the Bible.
I don't know what you're talking about. No,
Hey,
but I mean,
botanical. Quick question: Does he know what I'm talking about? I trust you more than his words at this point. Does he is he a Super Creek fan?
I can rent a car. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm not a child.
I know. But it's just funny. I'm actually then not that much older than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're horse girls on Noah's Ark. We're the Bible.
I think there would have only been one horse girl on Noah's Ark, but
Oh my god. Let's see. Cause I have to. I always assumed you were basing yourself off of Taurus.
nope.
Oh. No mythology whatsoever. Just you.
Just me.
Incredible.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of Disgaea stuff. I'll be honest. I feel a little bit bad about how much I kind of pull from that.
Hey, if you like Disgaea, just let it show, man.
Cause like the horns are the same shape as the succubi horns from Disgaea.
So you're Fizz. So you're a succubus.
Well,
Wow.
I mean,
Congratulations.
thank you.
That makes here, hold on. That makes Daddy very glad to hear, darling. I'm Daddy, by the way.
Yeah, I could tell by
Yeah,
the yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah,
is why I talk like in my little gremlin voice, because I don't want to jump scare people.
that's smart. I get that. Actually, I will say the turtleneck is an Archer thing. I got that from Archer. No. The show Archer.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a bit that he likes wearing turtlenecks as like a tactical thing, and I think I like that bit. Also,
Oh my god, you don't have legs.
I don't. I couldn't afford them. I lost them in the war.
Legs. Oh man. Here, wait. If you put me behind you, will you get my legs?
Hold on.
Yeah.
We have to do this for science.
Yeah. Here, you can back me up. Like I have legs.
I don't.
Seeing you fly all over my screen is so funny.
How do I adjust the order to be above?
I think like on the side panel. You are asking the wrong person. You're in front of me on my screen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not on my screen, so that's something there.
I think you can have me as like an item.
I don't see women as items, Endy. I'm sorry. I
Oh my
can't.
god, that was not that would
Could not be me. I'm just
that
gonna.
was not. Oh my god, that was not what I meant, and you know that.
I didn't. The answer is the answer to that question.
Yeah, I don't know the studio enough to give you that answer.
I do.
Sorry,
I
man.
also don't.
Oh, cool.
I do have this. It's a little.
Oh my god, it's you, but Fall Guys. Did you know there's a knockoff of Fall Guys called Stumble Guys?
That doesn't
And
surprise me.
Unironically, I love that game. You asked if I was into competitive gaming. Yes, Stumble Guy. but only sometimes and only when I'm drunk.
Mm.
Because me and my friends get really competitive against each other on it in this stupid little mobile game.
I mean, as you would. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
of course. If I'm gonna be playing for my life, it's gonna be in something stupid like Stumble Guys. You put me on your. You stuck on me?
Yep.
Does this mean I'm giving you head?
Uh,
Then you're welcome. You're right. It is easy to fluster you. Oh man, you shouldn't have told me that. I only believe people I enjoy, so.
great.
Great.
Yeah. I'm over the moon about that.
Yeah, you sound so excited.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any more questions for me?
You ever done voice acting?
I have not. I've thought about it. I always feel, I always feel like I don't have a good enough setup to like do it well.
If it gives you any comfort, because this is what I always tell my friends who have had that exact same sentiment. Look, you should still just apply to things, even if you think your setup is quote unquote bad. I started out with a Blue Yeti microphone my grandfather got me from a Best Buy, and I was recording underneath a blanket. And I still got booked for things. It's okay to just go for it. I do suggest the blanket thing though. It gets very hot, but just so you know, that does work in a pinch. And if you end up enjoying it enough and finding like fulfillment for it, maybe going for better equipment, better not. But it's always best to treat your room before you buy expensive microphones. Because even the most expensive microphone, the latest interface, you know what, the bells and whistles will do nothing. Will be basically useless if your room is not sound treated in some way. Or if you have like a booth or something. But again, that can be very expensive. So maybe not that. But again, putting some padding, putting some things like, yeah. Or in a closet. I recorded in a closet for a long time too. It was hot. Not sexy hot, and just like physically very warm.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Do you have any more questions for me?
I don't believe I do.
You can, here. Why don't I tell you my favorite thing I've ever voiced?
Sure.
Okay. My favorite thing I've ever voiced in, it's still number one on top. Because for a long time I didn't have like number one, but this is definitely my number one. It is getting to voice in my wife's animation when she did the itty bitty bunny milkies one. That is my favorite thing I voiced. Because people will go, why did you say that? And I'm like, my wife had a vision and I will be damned if I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So I get to see her bunny milkies. But yeah, it's my favorite thing because she made it and we got to collab on it. So it made me really happy. And so that specific animation brings me a lot of joy when I think about it.
I do actually have another question about the sort of voice acting side of things. I always feel a little embarrassed asking this question, but whatever. When do you ever have to do your own Foley work?
Yeah, I do SFX.
And then what's kind of the process of that?
It depends on what people want. Sometimes I do tell clients if they're wanting like a common sound, like a pipe dropping or like water things that aren't specific. like general water noise, it's actually just best to go to a voice bank site and just pay to do it. Because it is genuinely cheaper to pay for a month of that subscription, get the ones you want, and then dip, than it is to have me make them custom for you. Because I do not like costing people more money than they need. Very big on that. I hate people spending more on me than is strictly necessary. So I will normally warn people if there is better options on that type of thing. I'll be like, hey, the site I use for common sounds, you should definitely use that. Because it's going to be more expensive for you. Because a lot of people or a lot of companies are on budgets. And if me telling them, hey, go use this soundbank site, will give them more money to be able to hire another voice actor, I would rather that voice actor have like that role than having people spend $70 on 2 minutes of Foley of common sounds.
Right.
Yeah. But for uncommon things, whether that be like adult noises and or just specifics like things like that, I tend to charge either by pack or by minute. And it will depend greatly, obviously, on what it is. So if it's like the specific type of footsteps or in a unique way, obviously that's, gonna be shoes on things, or sometimes I put them on my hand and go click clap click clap, versus like, gore sounds or something, and normally that's like spaghetti. My hand in bowl of pasta is a lot of gore sound. The pasta's always cold, by the way, and I do eat it afterwards because I use a glove. I do want people to know I'm not wasting my pasta, but the pasta's very cold because I make it the day before normally.
Right.
Yeah. But I do eat it. I don't let things go to waste. Even after that deer, I still ate it.
But yeah, I think I'm all out of questions. We have your little pieces done.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Thunder.
Of course.
Aw, you're very talented.
Oh,
Look at you.
stop.
Little cheeky weekies. Oh, who's the cutest little guy?
I don't know. Where?
Who's a good boy? You are.
Don't watch it with that. That's no. We can't do any of that. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But if you have anything you would like to thing you like to plug, any kind of like channels, any kind of any big projects you have any coming up or anything like that, feel free to shout them out here.
Well, I wish I could say the thing that I want to say, but it's still kind of a little under wraps.
Okay.
So I can't, and that hurts so bad. But if you enjoyed listening to me out, please consider following me. I'm Sheep Endy, SHEEPENDY. It's not Andy, it is Endy. And definitely follow the super cool artist. His name is Soul King Xander. He's super cute and the world's goodest boy, so you should definitely consider following him.
I appreciate that.
Speechlessness.
But yeah, that I'll make sure to put all the links for the VOD later. But thank you for stopping by the stream. No, thank you to you, Spring, for putting my business all out there.
Yeah,
Miss.
Spring did. Spring did. I did Judas you a little bit.
Yeah.
They sold you out.
This is what I get for having her on the show already. But
Hey, Spring, let's talk about that.
I can't believe this.
we can talk about that, honey. Let's do it.
But thank you for
Bully Xander.
thank you for stopping by the stream. I don't have a funny little like thing for the end of streams, so yeah.
Congrats on getting your goal!
Oh, what?
Yay!
Oh my gosh! I
Yeah.
wasn't even. I've been told to stop paying attention to numbers, and that's what I've been doing, I guess. But thank you for the thing. Yeah,
Aw.
nailed it.
You did it!
Yep.
Yay!
All right.
Good
Okay. I probably should send you guys somewhere for a read. Is anyone on? I know online. Let's see here. I want to send. She's probably not gonna notice, but I'll send you to Cotton. Why not? She does this kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right. I do have one or two things I want to speak to you about after I send them off to the.
Sure.
The others.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Goodbye. Appreciate you.
Have a lovely day.